Good morning, happy Monday. So today we're doing maths and English. In maths, we're kind of continuing with our models, our arrays, but we're also looking at bar models today. So let's, without further ado, get started. So we're going to be rehearsing division facts, but we're also going to be looking at those bar models, like I said, and we haven't really touched upon those yet. So if we know that 9 times 4 is 36, what else do we know? So that's a quick question for you. 9 times 4 is 36, so we should be able to very quickly, 9 times 4 is 36. If you have to think too much, you are probably working far too hard. Let's see if we can make, I can't find it. There we go. Oh. So if we know that 9 times 4 is 36, we can automatically do division signs and multiplication signs because we know there's going to be 4 types in total, so 2 multiplications and 2 divisions. We know that the first 2 are going to end in 36, and we know that the division ones are going to start with 36. And then very quickly, we just transverse these numbers. So 9 goes second instead of first, and 4 goes first instead of second. Then very easily, on the last part of the fact family, we use the numbers left. So let's do a 9 first, keep it nice and simple, and end in a 4. And then do a 4, and end with a 9. That is our fact family, and that will take you a moment, a matter of moments. Okay, so now that we know our fact families, because we've got that one fact, we can use it to find out multiplication and division, which is why multiplication tables are so very important. And if you haven't got on Times Table Rockstars this week, please, please, please do. One, we want to beat Oak always, but 2, it's so important for division and multiplication. Okay, so what is 36 divided by 4? Well, 36 divided by 4 is 9. Easy. Okay, having known that, now we can use our fact family to create a bar model. So this is a bar model, and quite simply, it's because it's made out of a bar. So 36 is the total amount, and without thinking about it, if each one's 4, how many boxes are there? You're right, it's 9. So I'm going to just very quickly show you, my pencil's on the front, unfortunately. So I'm going to very quickly show you the start 3, 6, 9. The same at the bottom, 3, 6, 9. And I'm going to draw my bar. So that's my bar there. And each one is going to be worth 4. And that is 9 lots of 4. And we know that 9 lots of 4, because I've done my family and I've told you, 9 lots of 4 is 36. I've got that there as well. So you can see it looks very similar to the one on screen. So if we do 36 divided by 4, we're going to show that on screen like this. So it's the same idea, but there is a division in a different place. So this time I'm drawing using my squares. I'm drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 16. Because I've got 4 in each time. 4, 4, 4, and 4, 4, 4, 4, and 4. And then I'm going to draw my lines down as well. Okay. I've got my lovely bar there. The total amount is 36, and each section is 4, and 36 divided equally into 4 would be 9 in each group. Now we can show this. You can see below on my screen that I've done this on a smaller scale as well. But for me, it was just a little bit easier to comprehend. I've got groups of 4 and they're 4 squares. It was just a bit neater. Okay, so these squares don't have to represent, don't have to be exactly the same. So you can see here that each one, so long as they're equal, doesn't matter how big they are. So you can see here that this one wasn't 9 squares long. This was 1 square, but it's what I've written in there that's important. Okay, so that's a bar model. So 36 divided by 4 equals 9. 36 shared equally into 4 groups is 9. Okay, so today in books, or rather, I will put this sheet on in the description below, and you can print it out. But we're going to be matching the array, the bar model, and the written calculation. And we're going to be matching all of those. The first thing that's really important to do is to read it fully. So when we look at our symbols, it's all very easy to miscount. But what I would do first of all, before you do anything else, is count. So 1, 2, 3. This array is 3. You'll be able to do it not on the computer. That's terrible, Mr. White. Remember, if it's terrible, redo it. Oh, you see, much better the second time. It's all about editing. So 3, and then I've got to count this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So this number sentence would involve a 6 and a 3. 3 times, oh my goodness, for the love of pi, please don't do it on a computer. It doesn't work very well. 3 times 6 equals, well, luckily there's an array, so you can count 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So I've done the first box. Of course, if you don't know your 3 times table, you could count in 6s. If you don't know your 6 times table, that's the wonderful thing about arrays. You can count the individuals. You can count them, and there are 18. So knowing that, being armed with the number sentence for this box, and you can write it really neatly in this space here, that allows you to look for the others in other pairs. So I'm going to write this, I'm going to do this as number 1, because that makes sense. I'm going to do a 1 there, and I'm going to put a circle around it. I've given up pretty much with the mouse, because it doesn't work. But I'm just going to write 1 and do a little circle. And then I'm going to look through the rest of the pictures to try and find the matching number sentence and the array, okay? Now remember, it could be anything in the fact family. So if it would help, you could write 3 times 6 equals 18 fact family. So that would help you find it. Okay, 18 divided by 3. Oh, this might be easier than I thought. 18's there and 3's there. So that means that 6 would be missing. So they link, don't they? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to label label the second one with the same symbol I've used. So I've used number 1 just for ease. So number 1. Okay, fingers crossed, we'll find the bar model, the next one. Okay, so the bar model 33, and they're in groups of 6. So it's not quite as straightforward as we originally thought. So this would be 33 divided by something equals 3. Well, we know the fact family. So 33 divided by 3 equals something. And we know that the multiplications, because we know the fact family, so with multiplications, the big number is at the end. So it's something times 3 is 33, and 3 times something is 33. So we can get our fingers out, although I don't have 33 fingers, you might have. We could get the trusty apparatus out and count out 33 and divide them into 3 groups. Or we could know our 11 times table and know that 11 times 3 is 33. Therefore, 3 times 11 is 33. Therefore, 33 divided by 3 is 11, and 33 divided by 11 is 3. So this missing number is going to be 11. This doesn't match here, so I'm going to create a new one. That is number 2. And we're going to go on like that, okay? So you're going to find each different array should have 2 counterparts. So array, bar model, written calculation, okay? It can be any calculation in the fact family. You're going to have to work that out, okay? So that's today's task. Now, I'm not going to give you the answers quite yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flick to the destination question, which is draw a bar model to show 28 divided by 4. Now I want to go a little bit further than that. I want you to draw a bar model, and if there's enough time in your hours lesson, draw a bar model, draw the array, and finish and write the fact family so that you know. So array, bar model, fact family. Fantastic. Okay, now I'm going to pause it there. You're going to do that work, hopefully. And I'm going to, after you've unpaused it, I'm going to show you the answers. Okay, so now we're very rough because I drew them on the whiteboard last year. So you can pause this here and just unmark it for yourselves. Fantastic. So I hope you've enjoyed today, and tomorrow we're going to be moving on to a different subject. So enjoy, and I'll keep posting on portfolios showing what you're doing, showing the workshops, worksheets you printed off, or using manipulatives like this. It's great to see everything you're posting. It's fantastic. So keep it coming. And remember, I'm always on Dojo. If you need to ask any questions, I'm here to help.